Welcome to Law Family. This video is helpful to law students and newly practicing young advocates only. Today we discuss about the sections and the part 2 of the section 336 and corresponding section is 463 of IPC.
Forgery. Ingredients for forgery. Whoever makes any false document or part of a document, a person who is not the writer of a forged document cannot be charged with committing the substantive offense of forgery. If he has caused such a false document to be made, he will be guilty of abetment.
Every forgery is a counterfeit, but every concoction of a document is not forgery. A person cannot be convicted for forgery or of uttering a forged document, but of cheating he may be. Second one is the intent to cause damage or injury to the public or to any person. It is not sufficient to prove that in making the document, the accused knew that the document might injure, but it must be proved that it was his intention that it should injure another. The act itself must be done dishonestly or fraudulently to sustain a conviction for forgery.
Support any claim or title. The term claim is not limited in its application to a claim to property. It may be a claim to anything, as, for instance, a claim to a woman as the claimant's wife, a claim to the custody of a child as being the claimant's child, or a claim to the possession of immovable or any other kind of property, to cause any person to part with property, to enter into any express or implied contracts, creating of contractual rights by a false document is covered by this clause. Intent to commit fraud. Dishonestly or fraud is a necessary ingredient of this offense.
The expression intended to defraud involves an intent to cause injury. It involves something more than mere deceiving. It implies conduct coupled with intention to deceive and thereby to injury. In other words, defraud involves two conceptions, namely deceit and injury to the person deceived, that is, infringement of some legal right possessed by him, but not necessarily deprivation of property. Another ingredient. One is intent to defraud. Second is copy. The making of a copy of a forgery does not constitute forgery unless the maker of the copy was authorized to make the copy. Lastly, conviction can be based solely on expert testimony through as a measure of precaution. The evidence should be corroborated by other evidence. This video is helpful. This video is purely theory. The Honorable Court decides each case on merits.
Thank you.
Thank you.